Hello friends, myself Suhas Katki from Shahji Law College, Kolhapur. Today we are going to discuss about the most neglected topic in the criminal jurisprudence, that is juveniles. Juvenile in conflict with law. Earlier, by the Act of 1986, the term was used in very narrower sense, and in the Act of 2000, instead of juvenile delinquency, they called him as a child in conflict with law, a child who needs care and protection and who is orphan. There is no one to take care of such a child, and as a result of orphanity, he attracts towards the criminality and ultimately he becomes a juvenile and threat to the society at large. There are so many causes for juvenile delinquency. I am not going to discuss all those in detail in present video. So, what is the scope of the Act of 1986 and what is the scope of Act of 2000? According to earlier Act 1986, a person was treated as a juvenile who has completed 16 years of age, and between 16 to 18 there were no any distinction, but as per as 2000 Act, it makes distinguish between the two act of the person, that whether we have to show leniency towards the person due to the certain age limit, and the person who has not attained 18 years of age at the time of committing the alleged act, is it the only ground to show the leniency while passing the sentence? Itself is in question. So, law is not a shield to avoid the criminal responsibility. No person should remain unpunished. Where we have to punish the person so as to create a deterrent effect as well as reformative sense in the society at large. So, the persons, their age is what? Below 18, but the nature of offense committed by the persons are so heinous, so serious, so cruel in a brutal way that we cannot imagine that it is the crime committed by juveniles. Hence, at present, the guidelines given by the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court, that if the person who has attended more than 16 years but below 18 years, the Juvenile Justice Board has to decide either to conduct the trial by the Juvenile Justice Board or refer the matter to the regular court, again depending upon the nature of offence committed by the person. So, these changes are suggested by the Honorable Supreme Court, Justice Verma Committee, and as a result, we are not showing leniency towards them. Another aspect we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you.